So it is, on that open source note,
my
privilege and possibly one of the most exciting parts of this show that I get to help present the Open Source Awards. And this year we have 5 winners selected, as we always do, and 4 of whom are present with us today. And they have so many accolades and so many contributions that I will, as usual, have to double-check myself to make sure I hit them all. They are brimming with accomplishments.
And Simon and I are going to double back here and do all of the stagecraft with this.
So for our very first award winner today, we have Sage Wheel. And Sage is the chief developer and architect behind Ceph. And that is an open source distributed storage system. No single point of failure was always the line that stands out to me. And Sage, we thank you for your contribution to open source. Our second winner today, who we're presenting an award to, is Deb Nicholson. And Deb works at the intersection of social and technological policy and justice. And she started working for the Free Software Foundation about 5 years ago, and I think many of us in the hallways know just how important that is to OSCON and the culture that we have here. So thank you again. Our third winner today is John. That name doesn't matter. Warthog 9 Holly.
There you go, John. Thank you. There you go.
His efforts are near and dear to my heart because they include working on the kernel.org site and keeping things like GitWeb nicely tuned up and cached. And many of us with Git repositories and kernel.org access really depend on his efforts, late nights, weekends, and all of that volunteer work. Our next winner is Aaron Peterson. Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron.
You're very welcome. Erin is someone who is also very dear to my heart and whom I've had significant interactions over the last couple of years. And she's the executive director of the Outer Curve Foundation. Wonderful work being done there. And also a member board of directors for Girl Develop It. And that is just a phenomenal effort. And should have seen the booth. It was a great vibe. Thank you to all of our winners and all of their contributions, but we have one more to put on the screen behind us. So getting ahead of ourselves just a bit, but Patrick Volkerding was not able to join us on stage, but we have an image behind that we can put up. And he is the founder and maintainer of the Slackware Linux distribution. I think that's where we would all know him from. And we also really value his contribution and thank him for his work in open source. Everybody smile. All right, one more round of applause for our winners.